and then figure out which one's the better buy. So the better buy means which one's going to be cheaper per item, whatever it is that we happen to be looking at. Okay, so it's the cheaper price per item. So you'll want to write, anytime we're figuring out a better buy, we're always going to put the money and we're going to divide it by the number of items, whatever that happens to be in the scenario. Okay, that's how we find a better buy. All right, so in this one, we know that 3 roses cost us $5. So I'm going to take how much it costs. I'm going to take the $5, okay, and I'm going to divide that by the 3 roses. All right, and then when I divide that, 5 divided by 3 gives me 1.6 repeating. So if I round that would be $1.67, right? Because we're talking about money. So we do 2 decimal places. So again, just to show you. Oops, I just deleted it. Sorry, it was 1.6 repeating, though. It would be 1.66 with another 6 after it would round it up to 1.67. So that's $1.67 per rose. All right, so now we have 7 roses for $9. So again, I'm going to take the money, the $9, and I'm going to divide it by the 7 roses. All right, and when we do that, let's see, oops, 9 divided by 7 gives me this decimal. So it's 1.285. So if we're talking money, that would be $1. Instead of writing 28, that 5 would round up to 9. So it's about $1.29 per rose. All right, so if we're figuring out which is the better buy, well, option B is definitely the better buy. It's a cheaper cost per rose. Okay, so this is my better buy. All right, so when you're finding the best buy, you're going to take your money divided by your number of items to figure out the cheaper price per item. Okay, one last thing that we need to talk about, and that would be what sounds fancy is this proportional relationship, or this constant of proportionality that was mentioned in the title. All right, so if we think about our pizza situation that we talked about the other day, a proportional relationship, first of all, is a relationship in which you multiply one variable by a constant number to find the value of another variable. So we're comparing 2 things, and if you always multiply one thing by a number to get the other one, that number is called your constant, or that means your relationship is proportional. So in the pizza thing that we did the other day, the cost of a pizza was $13. So it says to find the cost C for any number of pizzas n, you would simply multiply the number of pizzas by 13, because it's 13 for each of them, times n pizzas, and that would give you your cost. So the unit rate, the 13, that's what we're multiplying by, that is also called our constant of proportionality. So let's circle 2 keywords there, unit rate and constant of proportionality. Those 2 things are the same. Okay, so when you're finding your unit rate, that's also called your constant of proportionality, because that's that number that you constantly multiply by to find the other things. Okay. When you put it on a graph, you're going to notice that it's going to make a straight line because it's going to go up by the same price every single time. So in this case, it was $13. And then if you write it as an equation, it's going to look like this. It's going to say, so in this case, C is your cost. To get your cost, you would take 13 times your number of pizzas. So you take this constant of proportionality times your number of items, and that will give you your total. Okay. So let's look at that with a specific scenario. So if it costs $5.10 for 6 apples, it says what's the constant of proportionality? So again, this right here is just asking me what is the unit rate. All right, so that means in this scenario it's $5.10 for 6 apples. We want to know how much it is for 1 apple. So we take the $5.10